Good evening. A prudent man sees danger and takes refuge, but the simple keep going and suffer for it. Today's value comes from Solomon, one of my favorite men in all of history and time. Solomon, Proverbs 22:3, signed off by yours truly, October 1st, 2020. Wow. So Solomon, he knew what he was talking about from the jump. He asked God for wisdom and God granted it to him. We can tell here by just the way he thinks. A prudent man sees danger. So right there, see, the fourth word in that phrase. You have to have your eyes open. Your eyes have to be clear. You have to be one who is able to be connected with your senses. And you can replace that with any of the senses. Seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, smelling, perceiving. A prudent man is, I want to get a real good definition, because I believe a prudent man is someone who brings caution on his side, someone who understands risks and rewards, someone who likes to take minimal risk after observing what the situation calls for. Here we have acting with or showing care and thought for the future. Someone who knows what his future is able to care for it, and thus he can take care of it. He sees this danger and takes refuge. So when he sees something that's going to danger his future or danger himself as a man, instead of being one to run into the danger or to step into the danger, he'll take refuge, safe from pursuit, danger, or trouble. But the simple keep going and suffer for it. And many times the simple does not mean that the situation itself is the simple. The simple is the mind that is unaware of objects and dangers in the real world that have an effect on itself. Things such as nature, acts of God, other people who are enraged. Instead of walking into a situation that you could have walked around, you will keep going. And in life, we always keep going. But if there's a situation that's in front of you that you're able to see and perceive, and you can take refuge, you will. This is not talking about a situation where someone is attacking you, or you're in the threat, or you're already in the middle of a situation that needs to be neutralized. It's about not putting yourself intentionally into those situations when you see them in front of you, if it's going to cause you to suffer. There's pain and there is suffering. Suffering is what you do to yourself and your mind. It is the mental. A simple man is one who will continually subject himself to things and situations that are burdens to him, when he could release those shackles and walk lightly. Someone who would not have to take refuge because he does not walk into danger. He recognizes the dangerous situations. He has discernment when it comes to people, when it comes to his own conduct, when it comes to the situation at hand. Those three things are what allows any man to be a prudent man. Solomon, Proverbs 22:3, signed off by yours truly, Cameron Wilson. October 1st, 2020. A prudent man sees danger and takes refuge, but the simple keep going and suffer for it. The mental image that comes to my mind is one of, if I know there are things in the future that I may have to pay for financially, or that I may need my family around me, so familially, or I may be in a situation where I lose out on opportunities because I don't have the right connections, the right mentality, the right approach, the right reaction to a situation. Taking refuge is putting all of those necessary elements, connections, people, things, persons, places into me and my human experience, my life. So that way, when I do have those opportunities, I'm not losing those opportunities. That's what taking refuge means. Do not give away an opportunity because in the absence of that opportunity, you have now placed yourself into a dangerous situation. Do not be a simple mind and do not be simple and keep going forward. Take refuge. Prepare. Do not cause yourself suffering and be a slave to your simplicities. Farewell.